Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome to World of Warcraft. This is the Shadowlands 9.0 pre-patch that comes along with the level squish, number squish, the revised leveling experience, all the new character customization options. And this playthrough is going to be devoted to the new leveling experience. We're going to take a character, this Dwarf Shaman, through the level 1 to 50 leveling process. For the Timewalking campaign, we're going to be doing Wrath of the Lich King content. And we're going to start off in Exile's Reach. Now, I've done Exile's Reach before, but I really want to get the transmog for the set that you get throughout Exile's Reach. And this will be the first time that I've done it on live, so there's going to be some cutscenes and whatnot that we probably haven't seen in a finished state. And with that said, let's go ahead and get right into it.
You are a soldier of the Noble Alliance, a coalition of kingdoms upholding the ideals of valor and justice across Azeroth. An Alliance expedition sent to explore an uncharted island has recently gone missing. As a bold new recruit, you have joined a rescue mission departing from Stormwind. Find the lost expedition members and bring them home. For the Alliance!
Alright, so again, this is the new leveling experience that takes you from level 1 to level 10. This is intended for new players, but it's really awesome content.
We're approaching the island.
And you get a cool set out of it if you complete it, so it's probably the ideal content to start with. You could go to the normal starting zone of the race if you want to, but I don't know why you wouldn't just want to play this. Now the tutorials and whatnot, it's teaching us how to play as if we've never played the game before.
We have a mission to accomplish.
So we can ignore most of that, although I don't think there's a way to turn that off when we're in this. And we will be reading all of the quests. Prepare yourself. We're nearing the island where the previous expedition was lost. Warm up on these combat dummies. We need everyone ready for whatever we find on that island.
Keep your guard. I need everyone in top form if we're to complete this mission. Show me what you can do. Good. Next? That's odd.
Good. Looks like you've kept up your shaman training during our voyage. I'm concerned about the sudden turn in weather. Spar with Private Cole while I speak to the ship's crew. Cole's report will determine where we'll place you on our initial expedition team.
Don't leave your post unattended. Private Cole will run you through the rest of the drills. I need to discuss this storm with the helmsman.
I bet we'll save the expedition in no time.
I hope this rain isn't a bad omen. This is supposed to be a simple rescue mission. You'll be sparring with me today. We have to make sure you can handle yourself once we make landfall.
We'll get stronger together. Let's move into sparring positions. I'll let you have the first strike.
We're gonna strike from way over here then.
Never run from your opponent. Stand your ground, and remember to always face your enemy. I yield. Oh, I'd say you're more than ready for whatever we find on that island. Private Cole, reporting for duty.
Alright, we've learned a new spell in our spellbook.
Keep up the good fight.
Let's take a look at that. Primal Strike, we'll pull that out to 2. Right now, we're not any specific spec. You can see that we're just a basic shaman. And we actually won't unlock our spec as we know it until we're done with Exile's Reach.
I'm here to help however I can.
That's it for warming up. You and the other recruits are a promising bunch, I'll tell you that much. Hold on. What's that sound? I think something big is headed our way.
Captain, we can't weather this storm for long.
Everyone below decks, now!
I really love how all the new character models and the different options for customization have been worked into the NPCs. It really adds a lot of diversity to the world and makes it seem just that much more immersive.
We'll find that missing expedition.
The ship may not make it to the island. Hold on to something sturdy and stick to your fellow recruits. We'll get through this. And that was a cutscene I've never seen before. It wasn't on the beta or the PTR when I tried this out initially for the Alliance or the Horde. We've discovered the Murloc hideaway.
Recruit! Thank the light. Are you injured?
I'm glad you made it out in one piece. Judging by the nearby shipwrecks, I think it's safe to say the missing expedition ran aground here too. We can't move until we've got the remaining survivors back on their feet. Unfortunately, our remaining supplies have been stolen by the Murlocs. Annoying little pest. I need you to recover enough first aid supplies for the wounded.
Murlocs are dangerous in large numbers. Take back our supplies, but avoid fighting too many of them at once.
I'm interested in what you guys think of the hand-holding here. Think about it from the lens of a player who has never played WoW before, maybe a friend or a family member that you would be introducing to the game. Do you think that the tips would be sufficient to guide them through? Do you think that they're too much? Are there things that you wish that they would include that they don't? I'm really curious what you think. One thing I would like to have them include is just to show you how to at least turn auto loot on, or to keep auto loot on by default. Would be really good, because who doesn't want auto loot? We're being prompted to equip our gear. There we go. I'm not sure what I feel about how the dwarf female cast lightning bolt. They cast it right in front of their face, almost like they're giving themselves electroshock therapy. It's kind of weird. I don't know if I would want to blind myself with the lightning bolt that I'm conjuring. I'd probably do it down at my side or something. But that seems to be the way they like to cast. Alright, we've learned Flame Shock. We'll drag that out over here. That's a good spot for that. The music here is really good. I hope that it's up enough for you guys to be able to hear it. Let me know about any of the sound settings, if anything is too loud or not loud enough. I'll get that adjusted here after the first episode, so that the rest of it will be right on track, but I think it should be okay. Let me know though.
The Alliance leaves no one behind.
We have to patch everyone up before we can begin the search for the missing expedition. Take this first aid kit and tend to the wounded. No one gets left behind.
Keep your guard up. Lives depend on us.
Don't worry. We'll find the expedition.
Here we meet the cast and crew of our expedition, at least the surviving members.
Never seen a storm like that.
A Pandaren, a Worgen, a Dwarf, and I'm sure we'll find more along the way if I remember correctly.
Storm. It must have hit the first boat too.
We have a mission to accomplish.
I saw a fire near some wreckage up ahead. We should investigate to see if there are more survivors. You're the greenest of the recruits, so you're coming with me. The others will search the island for clues.
Don't leave your post unattended. You three, scour the island for any sign of the expedition. Recruit, you and I will scout ahead.
Hungry.
The others taken need food.
We'll find that missing expedition.
This is Ilaria, a Draenei shaman who was with the Lost Expedition. She's nearly starved to death. We need to get her something to eat. Slay some of the nearby wildlife for their meat. Bring whatever you find here to cook.
Stay focused and sharp.
Knew you would come.
Of course I did. He's my son. But more than that, he's a soldier of the Alliance. We leave no one behind.
And so her son was a part of the expedition that we came looking for. They seem to have met a similar fate as we have. Ooh, let's go up here and we'll investigate this abandoned chest. Let's not ignore the prompt to equip our new piece of gear. There we go.
It's too far away.
I think with this character for leveling, I'll probably go enhancement. Now, I haven't had really any experience on the Shaman. Played a little bit on a Shaman in Legion just to check it out, but didn't stick with it. So it's all going to be fairly new to me. The reason I think that I'll go with enhancement is because while I'm leveling, I like to be in melee range. I like to be able to see the animations and models of the enemies and whatnot. And for me, that just helps with immersion. It's a little bit more interesting to me than just standing back and blasting everything without ever really seeing it up close, if that makes sense.
Quillboar ambushed us. Eat first, Ilaria. You need your strength.
Ilaria quickly eats the meat that you cooked. By the light, I feel so much better. You need to keep moving. Quillboar have kidnapped the expedition, including Captain Garrick's son.
The Alliance leaves no one behind.
Ilaria says the Quillboar kidnapped the rest of the expedition, including my son. Chances are we'll have to brave the Quillboar's den. That's no small feat. They are far more aggressive and intelligent than the Murlocs you faced earlier. I need to make sure I'm not sending you to your death. We're going to have one last sparring session.
Don't leave your post unattended. Recruit. Quillboar are far deadlier than Murlocs. You need to be ready for the dangers ahead.
I thought we were going to do a little RP walk there, guess not.
Alright, your spells can be used at range. Cast them to start combat. Don't use Lightning Bolt to strike at your foes when they're far away. Nicely done. Use Primal Strike when you're in melee range of your target. Fine work. Now let's try using Lightning Bolt again. Brace yourself.
I need to target something first.
Remember, you can deal plenty of damage as your foe is running towards you. Don't Excellent. Keep using Primal Strike when fighting face to face. Let's practice your ranged combat again. It gives you an advantage against foes who have to get close to you.
I'm out of range.
Use your initial distance to your advantage. Assault your enemy with Lightning Bolt. Don't rely on overwhelm your foe with melee attacks. You're getting the hang of this. Good. You're ready to face the Quillboar. Let's get our people back.
I like how it kind of walks you through a basic rotation. I don't know how consistent that'll be once you pick a spec, if you'll want to be meleeing like that as a shaman. Maybe you will, I just don't know. But it does teach you some combat basics that you could enter the game and not really know about unless they tell that to you. So I think that's really cool for people who have never played before,
find that missing expedition.
and maybe who have never played an MMO before. Fine work. Let's speak with Ilaria and hunt down those Quillboar.
Keep your guard up. Lives depend on us.
Greetings.
The Quillboar kidnapped the rest of the expedition and took them to the north. I heard mention of needing more sacrifices for some sort of ritual. Please, you must rescue them. Captain Garrick's son was part of our group. He swore his mother would save us.
Farewell. We'll head north and rendezvous with the others. Ilaria, recover your stamina before pushing forward. I've never given up on any member of the Alliance. I'm not about to start by failing my son.
Over here. The Quillboar are conducting some sort of ritual. You've got my attention.
I've got some good news and some very, very bad news. There's a member of the expedition trapped by the Quillboar up ahead. Let's go over the plans to rescue him. From what I can gather, the Quillboar are performing a necromantic ritual on one of the expedition members. Their chief is Geolord Grekog. He is the one who seeks to drain the life from our friend. Slay Grekog and save the captive member of the expedition. He may know where the others were taken. Quillboar are primitive and savage. They rarely practice any magic other than geomancy, but these particular Quillboar seem to be dabbling in necromancy. They must be stopped. Slay the Quillboar in the den. We cannot allow them to raise an army of undead.
Aim true.
Agreed.
Let's
that would
go.
be very bad.
Those monsters have my son.
Henry? I didn't see him, but I'm sure he's still alive.
I know. I raised him to overcome any challenge.
The ogres give us strength. The Geolord will not lose.
I like that they're saying some things that are specific to the situation as they die. Like about the Geolord and whatnot. That's pretty neat. Flavor text.
I return to the earth.
Alright, here is Geolord Grekog. He's definitely doing some sort of necromantic ritual on a buddy up there.
You will be our next sacrifice.
But see, I think for this we would rather do Lightning Bolt than to continue with Primal Strike.
I knew the Alliance would rescue us. Let's get out of here.
Well, we will get out of here, but we need to fight a couple more guys first. Let's not just run off. And we've learned a new spell. I think with the level squish, we'll be learning spells rather rapidly. So we have Earthbind Totem. I'm not going to put that where they're telling me to. We're going to put that up there because it's going to be situational, so I'll put it on one of my shift keys. And throughout this zone,
You're
we'll
Captain
slowly
Garrett,
amass a cool-looking set of
Henry's
shaman
mother.
gear.
You always said you'd come for us.
Well, he was right. Now, where's the rest of the expedition?
I'm not sure, but I know how we can find out.
What can I do for you?
Good work. I hope these Quillboar learn that necromancy is not a path to power.
Keep your chin up.
Necromancy is
Thanks for
nothing
saving my
next
life.
to
They said this would
technology.
be a run-of-the-mill, uneventful expedition. It definitely was not, and I couldn't be happier. You're looking for Henry Garrick, right? He's a nice guy, a bit glum, but nice. Luckily, you have happened to rescue the one and only Lyndall Springstock, inventor extraordinaire. I've got my Scout-O-Matic 5000 all set to go. I'll fly up in the air and let you scout the entire area. I'll give you the honors. Use my Scout-O-Matic 5000 to find Henry and the rest of the expedition.
Bring back something interesting. I brought along a miniaturized Scout-O-Matic 5000. Let's just unshrink it. Whoops, too big. A slight adjustment, and... there! Just right. Give it a try. Come in. It seems the Scout-O-Matic 5000's camera is working as expected.
It has a camera? Then why does anyone need to be up there?
As a backup, of course. What if the machine were to break? We wouldn't be able to see. I mean, I doubt anything of the sort will happen. Just don't jostle it around too much.
Quiet. I see something.
We will take your soul and raise the dragon from the dead.
The full force of the Alliance will rain down upon you.
Ha! Our dragon will crush them. We have other rituals to oversee. Savor the final moments of your life.
They're bringing a dragon back from the dead? How are we going to deal with that?
We have to stop the sacrifice. But it would take an army to get through all of the undead.
Or science. The resizer can enlarge one of the nearby boars so it can trample all of those monsters flat.
We don't have any other choice. My son's life is on the line.
We'll show these ogres the power of science.
There's no problem a little resizing can't fix. Let's find something to stomp those undead flat. The resizer version 9.0.1, the version of the patch, barely works on inanimate objects. I have no idea what it will do to organic matter, but if we do nothing, Henry will die. Desperate times call for massively experimental science. Take the resizer version 9.0.1, I'll follow you around and calibrate it. We're going to whip up a giant boar.
Let me know how it goes. One giant boar coming up. Let's just calibrate the resizer. Whoops, too small. Let's see. Turn this dial. Okay, try it now. Yikes! Ooh, that won't do it all. Here, try again.
I love that it's the gnome version of basically a proton pack from Ghostbusters.
Eureka! A giant boar! Let's report back to the captain.
The Alliance leaves no one behind.
I never thought I'd be so relieved to be face to face with a giant scientifically enhanced boar. Let's go save my son. We don't know how long the resizing will last, so let's get moving. We're going to ride this giant boar and mow down the army of undead between us and Henry. The large ones are pulsing with dark magic. If we kill them, I bet they'll take out any enemies near them. Hopefully, Henry will know more about whatever the ogres are planning.
Stay focused and sharp. We'll deal with the army. The rest of you, push forward and set up camp once we've cleared a path.
Mother! I knew you'd save us!
Something's happening to the boar! Hang on, recruit! We've dealt with the undead. Now let's finish off that necromancer and save my son. Good riddance. Let's go check on Henry.
Mother, I'm sorry. I tried to fight the ogres, but they were too strong.
Henry, always remember that you are more than your mistakes. Now, Private Garrick, I want a full situation report.
We have to rescue my friends.
Thank you, stranger. I thought I was going to be punished for failing to save my friends. I'm relieved that I was mistaken.
Be careful out there. Yes, Mother. Captain Garrick. The ogres are using necromancy to raise a dragon from the dead. They need sacrifices like us to fuel their magic. They're about to start a ritual that... it's already begun. They're going to use the life force they gathered to reanimate the dragon.
I'm too
Then we need to move
brilliant
quickly.
to die.
Recruit Private Garrick. The Alliance never gives up hope, even in the face of disaster. We'll put a stop to these rituals before the ogres can complete them. Let's go.
I love these little cutscenes, and I really appreciate that our character gets to be in them sometimes. Let's go ahead and equip our new hammer. Very basic and streamlined looking, but pretty cool looking nonetheless.
We have a mission to accomplish.
Quartermaster Richter was able to scavenge supplies from the wreckages of this island. Why don't you visit her and see if she has anything that you need? You'll want to be well equipped for whatever we encounter next.
Don't leave your post
So, teaching
unattended.
us about vendors, I guess.
Good day to you.
Yep.
Have a good one.
We'll find that missing expedition.
All stocked up? That's great. Private Cole and Quartermaster Richter also found this bag in the nearby ruins. They thought you might make good use of it.
Stay focused and sharp.
Greetings, young one. Your companions cannot see me, only you, for you have been trained in the ways of a shaman. The necrotic energies of this island have ensnared my pack. I need your aid to free them. Gather veil blossoms from surrounding area. Burn them on the campfire and breathe deep of their smoke. Then you will be able to see my packmates and release them from their bonds. I think there's supposed to be a "the" here. That threw me off. From the surrounding area. Okay.
Burn the blossoms to peer into the spirit world. But beware of what you might see.
Will do.
Recruit? Who are you talking to?
Oh, no one at all. And let's grab some of these other quests while we're here.
I'm grabbing a pint when this blows over.
Captain Garrick wants us to search west of the camp for other members of the expedition. Alaria and I will go on ahead. Meet us to the west and we'll see what we can find.
I'll save a pint for you if you want it. Alright, let's see what we can find.
You're a true hero.
Thanks for saving me. I'll do my best to be of help to you. We need to find the remaining survivors of my expedition before the ogres sacrifice them for their dark ritual. I saw one of the survivors being dragged away by some harpies. They have a roost to the north.
Help! I'm too brilliant to die!
Weird. Keela and I will meet you up there with a scouting report.
Watch out for ogres. Keela and I will scout ahead. We'll meet you to the north, just outside the Harpy Den.
I really like that we get a class-specific quest here, but that it's actually something pretty simple to do. But probably very iconic to each class. I wonder if each class gets one, or if it's only certain classes. I remember on the beta or PTR, I did a paladin, and there was a paladin-specific quest that taught you how to use one of your shields, your bubbles, to pass through damage without being hit.
Oh, I've heard about shaman doing this sort of thing. Spirits, yes?
Yes, exactly.
Find my packmates. They can still be freed from their bonds.
This is quite a strange visual effect that we're having here. Very interesting.
You must stop the ritual before it is completed.
Help! I'm too brilliant to die!
I wish whoever that is, Lindy Springstock, I wish he would stop saying that across the entire zone. That would be cool.
Thank you, Shaman. I am in your debt. The ogre's necromancy has ravaged the spirit world.
Alright, let's turn this in because we'll get Ghost Wolf, which will let us move a little bit faster through the zone here. Oh, there are still heirlooms, guys, but the heirlooms don't give experience bonuses anymore. There are set bonuses. You can see the set bonuses there. The first one, the 2-piece, rested experience consumed is reduced by 30%. 3 is increased out-of-combat regeneration and outdoors, normal dungeons and battlegrounds. 5, gaining a level triggers a burst of knowledge, dealing 47 holy damage to nearby enemies and granting 40% intellect for 2 minutes. So no more experience buff from heirlooms with the revised leveling experience. My pack and I are too weak to oppose the dark forces on this island. We will use the last of our strength and grant you our power. Use it to rid the island of the ogre's necromancy.
My pack and I will always be with you. Call upon us when you are in need.
Well, whoever you were talking to, I hope they had some wisdom to impart.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, we just smoked some plants and then started seeing things. It's totally normal. It's a shaman thing. You wouldn't understand. Let's head over here first. They seem to be closer.
I shouldn't have left Ironforge.
A giant pit of spiders right on our doorstep. Aren't we the lucky ones?
Hope you make it back in one piece.
Arcanamporos.
The winds whisper of people being trapped in the pit. It seems there may be more members of the expedition within. I fear it will be up to you to make the descent and save the survivors. There should be 6 in total, though the winds say that 1 is farther away than the others. With our luck, the last survivor is at the bottom of the pit. Yeah, I'm willing to believe that.
With the light.
Those survivors are counting on you.
Rescue anyone you can find.
Oh, we could take actions while we're in Ghost Wolf form. That's good to know. Like I said, Shaman is not a class that I'm really familiar with, so I'm looking forward to learning about it with all the changes here implemented in 9.0.
Is someone there? Help! Elune, guide them to me.
I will harvest your life force, and then those who sealed me in here shall burn. You will be kindling for the flame!
I would have attacked from further away, but he kind of didn't appear until the very last minute once we were close. And we don't have an interrupt yet.
If I die, so do you.
You
Doesn't
saved my
sound
life.
good.
Allow me to return the favor. Hop on.
Okay, yeah, we'll hop right on that.
Elune, please shield us from harm. Out of the way, little spiders.
You think the music for this part could be a little bit more upbeat, danger escape music?
These
It's
poor creatures. We cannot stop to help
still
them.
very eerie, subtle music.
the light, you're alive!
Oh, we get to keep riding
You
her.
did a good job
Oh, nope.
saving those people and dealing with those spiders.
Those spiders were victims too. They just lost their home.
Yeah. Well, I guess you could see it that way.
You should have known better than to say that to a druid.
I like how we're getting a little bit of flavor on how
You were just telling me how much you hate spiders.
on how the different classes view the
The
world.
light shines on all creatures. That does not mean I have to like them.
Exactly. That's awesome.
We have a mission to accomplish.
Rylea Dreamchaser is a druid of the Cenarian Circle, an order dedicated to protecting the wilds of Azeroth. Thank you for rescuing her. Her aid is sure to be of use against the ogres.
Keep your guard up. Lives depend on us.
Alright, what spell did we learn? Oh, Flame Tongue Weapon. It's more like a clickable because it's going to stay up for 60 minutes, so no real reason in my mind to keybind that. We'll just put it over here, and every time it runs out, we'll just refresh it. And let's equip our gear before heading out.